For more great videos and learning tutorials, or to download the exercises that go with these videos, please visit our website at www.createthenet.com. That was www.createthenet.com. Hi, and welcome to our series of videos on creating CSS navigation. And you can see here I have my HTML file open, and here is my navigation area. You'll see I've actually added the HTML5 nav here, and then I've just created a div called navigation with 4 different menu options on it. And if I actually go into live view here, you'll see the way that menu will work there. So I've got some blocks applied here, and when I go into the CSS styles, you'll see the rules that I've created. So let's go ahead and take a minute and let's create this style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete the styles that I've already created. And you'll see I'll click over here in live view. This live view is a great new feature inside of Dreamweaver CS5. You'll see the plain unformatted HTML list. And I also have my navigation up here. I can either go to the source code or to the CSS styles that are attached to it. This bar here that's going to be below the page tab is now where the related documents appear. And you can see the source code there and the CSS there. If there were JavaScript or included files, they would also be listed there. So it's a really handy feature in the CS5 version of Dreamweaver. So I'm in my source, not in my source code, I'm in my CSS styles right now. And I'm going to begin by creating an ID style for the navigation div. And in this case, I'm going to format any list items that are in the navigation div. And that's what this descendant selector means. We have another video on descendant selectors if you're not familiar with this syntax. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and I'm going to set several things right now. The first thing I'm going to set is the way these items are going to be displayed. Right now they're vertical, and I want them to display inline. So I'm going to go ahead and change the display property to inline. And I'm just going to go ahead and close my style there, just so I can click over here and you'll see the change that takes place. Most browsers also will take off the bullet if the display property is changed to display inline. But if you want to make sure that they don't display ever, you can go ahead and use the list style type property and set that to none. And that'll ensure that these items never get bulleted. And then I'm going to do a couple other things. One is I'm going to go ahead and change the font that this is displayed in. And I'm going to go ahead and change it to Arial. And I'm actually not going to put the whole font family there, just for space sake. And I also want to make these items bold. So I'm going to go ahead and do the font weight property and make it bold. And again, you'll see the Dreamweaver coding hints come up there. And now when I look, you'll see the options are there. Now I'm going to go ahead and create my second style. The second style is actually going to format the link itself and form the button. And again, I only want this style to be applied to the navigation div. And I want to apply it specifically to the A tag, or the anchor tag. And the first thing that I want to do is sort of space all these menu items out. So I'm going to go ahead and list the padding property here. And you remember the format for the padding property from our CSS box model videos. The first parameter is going to be the top and the bottom, which I'm going to make 5 pixels just to space things out a little bit more. And then the next parameter will represent the left and the right. If I had 4 values here, it would be top, bottom, it would be top, right, bottom, and left. If I had only 2 values, it's simply top and bottom, and the second value is left and right. If I only have 1 value, it would be top, bottom, left, and right. So I've gone ahead and applied some padding, and I also want to apply some background color. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the background color property. And I'm going to go ahead and use just a dark blue as the background color, or the standard blue is the background color. And I'm going to go ahead and close our style here, and really quickly you'll see what that does. Now I can no longer really read the text, so I'm going to go ahead and change the color property here to not to black, but to white. And again, I usually type out my color codes in the full 6 digits, but you can use the 3-digit version of that as well. And now I can see the text. I also want to take the text decoration off. I don't want that underline to be there. So I'm going to go ahead and set the text decoration to none. And that's all I have to do to form these CSS buttons. Now, there's no rollover effect because I haven't set the hover effect yet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit enter a few times. And I'm going to again apply this to the navigation div only. And I want to apply it to any anchor tag that has the hover effect on it. I should learn how to spell that. I'll open my style up, and the change that I'm going to make is changing the background color from the blue to a red. And again, I'll type out the full code right there. I'll close my style. I'm going to go and right click up here and say save all. And now when I hover over my menus, you'll see the options the way those look there. So some very simple instructions. Actually, all it took was 4, 8, 9 CSS rules in 3 different styles to create this rollover effect. If you're interested in seeing how to do a vertical rollover like this, we have another video on that. Also, if you're interested in seeing the high definition 1280 by 720 videos, please go to createthenet.com. When we upload these videos to video sharing services, they always shrink the video size down and decrease the quality, so they come out a little bit fuzzy. If you go to the website, you can see the full resolution versions of these videos.